So I cannot take it anymore. For undocumented immigrants. That's the headline, okay? Here's what happened. Kat Kammack, she's a congressperson from Florida, said, while mothers and fathers stare at empty grocery shelves in panic, the Biden administration is happy to provide baby formula to illegal immigrants coming across our southern border. Yet this is another in a long line of reckless, out-of-touch priorities from the Biden administration. All right, Governor Abbott came out and said the same thing. You see, the American government sending by the pallet thousands and thousands of containers of baby formula to the border. That makes my blood boil. All right. Okay. So the Washington Post decides to debunk this. This is what they have come out with. They called the Department of Homeland Security. CPB takes seriously its legal responsibility to ensure the safety and security of individuals in our custody. Ensuring migrants, including children with infants in our custody, have their basic needs met is in line with the administration's commitment to ensuring safe, orderly, and humane processes at our border. CPB complies with all applicable regulations for the purchase of products used in our facilities. Now, they go on to say, Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did this. And so the Washington Post concludes, this is ridiculous faux outrage. The shortage of baby formula is a serious issue the administration is seeking to address. But at the same time, the administration can't be faulted for following the law, providing baby formula to undocumented immigrants. And anyone who suggests this is a result of specific Biden policies is reckless and out of touch, and they earned 4 Pinocchios. Go to hell, Washington Post.
So wait, so the accusation is we say Biden is doing X, and the Washington Post says that's a lie, 4 Pinocchios, they're doing X, but they think it's the right thing to do.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So it's not a lie. There are pallets of baby formula going to our border and being hoarded for illegals. Now, it's required by law. However, why would you follow that law? Look, I don't want any babies anywhere to not have formula, even illegals on our border. However, why follow that law when you're not following other laws like don't let them here in the first place? We have gone from a country where our president was America first, okay? And everybody in the media had such a problem. America first, that's so hate-mongering. Oh, my gosh. We are literally now America last. This is what you do if you hate your country and your fellow countrymen. This is what you do. You have food shortages. You have baby formula shortages. You apply the law at the border on baby formula, but you don't apply the law, and you have millions of people coming in.
And when you're struggling, it's the time to make sure those border laws are even more
stringent.
Strict, right?
Yes.
Like to make sure that we don't have resources that our people need applied in the wrong areas.
We are about to pay the highest gas price anyone in America has ever paid. Yesterday, we found out that the Biden administration decided to not auction off leases at a very, very oil-rich area. They decided, no, you know what? We're not going to auction those leases. And instead, we are tapping into our strategic oil reserve. We're on the verge of war, and they're tapping into the strategic oil reserve. They're not replacing any of it. They can't replace any of it. And they're not opening it up for America. They're sending our strategic petroleum over to Europe. America first? No, this is America last. You only do this if you hate your country. And I'm sorry, that is apparent. And I don't say, they're not saying, well, yes, actually they are. Many are saying that. Biden's not saying that. And they would, how dare you? 1,800 Pinocchios on Glenn Beck. I'm judging you by what you do. You want to judge Christians, and you can, rightly so, judge Christians as really a lot of them are hypocrites. A lot of us, we say one thing, we do another. Okay, so we're hypocrites. But we try, many of us, try to be better. Your actions or everything you're doing is destroying our nation, and your learning curve is beyond flat. Your learning curve goes down. It gets worse every day. So I don't know what to say. Let's just start calling a spade, and that is the truth. This administration, every single policy is helping to destroy this nation. And, you know, judging by your actions, you hate America, and America comes last. By the way, just to give you some real news from the Babylon Bee, reports yesterday poured in that thousands of babies have been smuggling themselves into Ukraine dressed as Ukrainian soldiers. The refugee infants say they are seeking leftovers from the federal aid Biden has sent over to Ukraine. Other babies at the border, the oldest baby speaking for the group through a baby translator, said, "We trust our leaders to prioritize aid distribution as they did with the billions to promote worldwide gender equity, billions in weapons as a going-away present for the Taliban in Afghanistan, or this breathtaking act of generosity amid America's most severe recession in years." This is sad. The only thing that's absurd about it is that it's a baby saying that. But it's true. It's true. It's breathtaking. We've been so generous to the Taliban. We are now so generous to the people of Ukraine. And I like that. I mean, I like the fact that America is always the first to help, but not at our expense. How are we going to help anybody when we're crippled? How are we going to be the most charitable nation on earth when you don't own anything? You don't have anything. When you can't travel, you know, they're talking now about this summer possibly going into gas rationing. If you can't afford to drive across the country, if you can't afford to go on vacation in your car, you're not truly free. You are not free when it is government caused. Look, there's no such thing as you have a guaranteed right to be able to fill up your gas tank. That's not possible. But when the government intentionally sabotages the oil and gas industry, well, they are taking away your God-given right to free movement.
Just buy a $109,000 Tesla.
Oh, that's it.
Just if you just have a Tesla. I mean, Stephen Colbert has one.
And you know
why
what?
don't you have one?